Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm the Mysterious JG. You know, Grand Theft Auto 5 kind of introduced this. The whole thing where you get to restart, retry from checkpoint in mid-mission, cancel, and after a certain number of fails, skip the mission and advance the story without it. I really hated that while I was playing Grand Theft Auto 5. A part of me was like, oh no, this is so weak. It's like, I never really did beat Grand Theft Auto 3. I got to the last mission. Never quite beat the last mission. There's a lot of things you need to get to go right in a row without screwing anything up. And I didn't spend, there was no point where I spent hours attempting it and failing, but I do remember having failed that one 2 or 3 times. And I'll pick it up and try again later and just not getting back to it. I never beat Grand Theft Auto 3. I beat San Andreas. Let me think what was next. I beat Vice City. I beat San Andreas. I beat 4. I don't remember if 4 started to bring that mechanic in or not yet. 5 definitely did. But I remember in 5 thinking, this is kind of like, yeah, I messed up. I know I messed up. But give me a chance to do it again without patronizing me by giving me the option of skipping everything. And, most of these checkpoints are not so difficult that I feel like stumbling through once without failing should be enough that I get another checkpoint. And I never have to be good enough at the mission to do it all correct in one playthrough in order to succeed. Like something where you can skip all the setup, you can skip, for me a big thing in Grand Theft Auto 3 would have been, you don't have to drive to the point where you start the mission and then drive all the way to the point where people start attacking you. You can pick up from where you first start getting attacked, but you got to get through all of that in one successful play. I would have been fine with that. But the whole, you beat 2 guys and run into another room, and then you got to beat 3 more guys, but you get a save point after you beat the first 2 guys. I always thought that was annoying. Red Dead Redemption 2 follows the Grand Theft Auto 5 format, but I'll tell you, now that I'm Let's Playing it, I'm kind of okay with, you can only have so many failure videos in a row. If I really, really just suck, you guys who are watching, the small core group of fans who are watching and hanging out with me, Mysterious JG, your friend in the online world, yeah, we can all have a laugh at a couple of fails and move on without it taking a million tries. And it really comes down to me intentionally setting myself on fire as I try to kill people with throwing knives before a video can really go off the rails. So let's retry from checkpoint, and let's see if this time I can avoid crashing my horse. Again, I blame some of that on the horse. The horse should have jumped that other horse, or have moved off to the side. I believe, yeah, I am, and I've got the weapon equipped that I want equipped. And to their credit, they do not stop the coach. Alright, so I probably am supposed to be in closer, even though I'd like the rifle approach. Oops. I'm getting some real bad shots off here, too. Damn, suddenly I can't hit for shit. Last time I was killing dudes. Guess I should have. What happened? Micah get killed? Because I definitely did not get off to a very good start that time. Yeah, I was doing much better at actually taking guys out last time, and then kind of lost. I was paying too much attention to the shooting and not enough to the riding. Alright, so I got 2 guards right off the bat that time. That should help. Oh, I killed the coach driver. Damn, I did a lot better that time. I did a lot better that time.
Keep your face covered now. It's just you and me, sweetheart.
I don't know about that. Well, hold on. Let's see if it'll let me rob, or it'll let me. If he won't ride off without me, but he might complain a bit.
Come on, Morgan.
Okay, so we're gonna have a rail shooter sequence against the O'Driscolls. I can feel it.
Come on, we need to get out of here now. How long does it take?
He's got a good point.
I'll leave you in the dust.
More so than most of these missions, he's like,
I'm hoping there won't be a next time.
he's like, we just robbed a stagecoach. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Come on, boy. Here. Find new ride.
Oh man, don't tell me that I could have gotten that rifle free.
Here you go, Arthur. From me to you. That's more your style than mine.
Well, is it the same one I just bought? Can't remember what one I actually bought, but it might be. No, it's not. It's a repeater. I got a lot more ammo for it.
Something like that.
Because I got the Springfield. This is a, he got me as a Lancaster. The Springfield does more damage. It got a lot fewer bullets.
You don't want to just break it open here, be done with it? Could be more than we can carry. And there might be a second crew of riders tailing.
True.
All right, then.
And might be a bunch of O'Driscolls are going to try to attack us.
A big take, new wagon to boot. Dutch can't say we ain't pulling our weight no more, can he?
Well, the wagon might be spotted.
New act of yours one bit. Listen, I know we got off on the wrong
Because
foot,
apparently the very first mission of this game is when we first met him.
I reckon we're a lot alike, you and me.
You and I are very much the same, Mr. Bond. Very much alike.
I'm a feller that gets things done, same as you.
He also says that I'm a small tree that casts a large shadow.
You'd be wearing California collar now if I hadn't broken you out of jail.
California collar, that's a really informal business suit.
It's done. Main thing
West Coast
now is
formal.
getting this haul back in one piece.
Get the Grand Line. Give it up, give it up, give it up. No. Well, surely the O'Driscolls ain't going to attack, so it's all good. Even though they specifically mentioned them.
Yeah, we're being robbed. Get across the river.
The reason we know about this is because of the O'Driscolls. Oh, shit.
What the hell?
They blew us up?
Come on, Arthur, get out of there! You dumb bastards!
Alright, so it's a good mission in which to have a rifle.
Just put your head down. Let's finish. I can see that.
Oh, it switched me. No, I want the rifle. That should be a one-hit, one-kill kind of weapon. Now, here's a mission where we should get a whole bunch of spoils if we are allowed to loot. And it's a good mission to have a rifle. I'll kill you twice. I assume you're Jesus? Perhaps Mormon Jesus? Is that... No, I was going to say, why didn't I aim at that guy?
They're running away.
Alright, start looting.
That'll show 'em.
Don't you tell me not to loot.
Why is it every
job I do with you ends in a pile of dead bodies.
Since when did you have a problem killing O'Driscoll?
It's a good point.
You've got a point.
Let's strip his coat then. It clearly ain't going nowhere now.
Lost my hat at some point. Hopefully it's still glowing where I can get it back, but
Hey, give me a hand with this, will ya?
you don't mind. I'd like to make up for some of that money lost paying off the cost of your last story mission.
Let's just finish this and get out of here.
Boy, the O'Driscolls sure got a lot more guys than we do, don't they? Does he really not understand what we're doing? I mean, yeah, I get how, like, this would actually be a really dumb idea because the O'Driscolls could be sending more guys, but I kind of established that's not what's happening, so let me loot. Looks like I've already looted him. It'd be lovely to know where my hat went, but drop something, something, something for something, something else. I mean, I lost my damn hat. Give me a little... Be patient with a man who just lost his hat. I'm trying to use the X's on the compass to make sure I didn't miss any. Well, I might have missed a few over here. This is their wagon. Yeah, there's some guys on the other side of their wagon, alright. Got some horse reviver to make up for this little bit that I sold before. Faceless corpses, eh? Doesn't look like there's anything interesting in the... I don't know why the saddlebag, it keeps suggesting I should be able to search the saddlebag, but it's grayed out. And it doesn't let me skin the horse either, which you would kind of think would be a possibility in this game. I believe it is, as a matter of fact, but not here for whatever reason. Alright, so when we get back to camp, we will reset our hat.
Let's take what we can and get the hell out of here. That
Good
lock
luck.
should shoot off easy enough. I'll give you the honors. Well, this little mess. That should do it.
Come
Alright,
on, let's
bless
see if
this
all
mess.
is worth.
All I see is you, me, a river full of dead O'Driscolls, and a lockbox.
And I even have my hat.
I'd say we're golden here, Morgan. Look at that.
Not bad. Oh, Confederate
What's
money,
you
damn
got
it.
Here?
It's good. Just make sure the gang gets its piece.
Yeah. Like I said, big shadow, tiny tree.
And like I said, that still don't mean nothing. Get
Like
out
I
of
said,
here.
fuck you and
See
all that
Dutch.
kind of stuff.
Make sure you ain't followed.
I know, boss. I know. It's been fun.
And we're wanted, even though I had my mask on. I just saw it on the screen. I was kind of hoping we could Oh, witness investigating. I was kind of hoping I could find out about that, Oh, witness coming from the other way. Alright, well, first of all, put her mask back on. Let's get on a horse and let's get the hell out of here.
You all right, girl? Yep.
Witnesses described seeing a man with no hat. Well, that couldn't have been our hero, Arthur Morgan. I guess I should have stopped the witness, but they didn't see me, so... I think I just have to avoid that zone. And at this point, I probably need to take off the mask just so I don't look suspicious to anyone else. If I understand the mechanism correctly. Because I'm pretty well clear of that area, although... Alright, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to head for the... Emmett Granger is locked because we're wanted. I'm going to head for the fence. Sell some shit. Because I've taken kind of a long and winding path that is... I think I'm sufficiently far away from the crime scene that I'm okay. I don't think I will end up with a wanted level at all. And if I do, I don't know why. I would think it would be dead or alive for killing that many people, but you don't really get that until you start killing law enforcement.
Hey there!
Let me call attention to myself as I flee the scene of a multiple homicide. Alright. And my hat has magically been restored. I'd say that was a pretty successful adventure.
Hey there, mister.
Hey, mister, I'm on my way to the wagon fence and for some reason decided not to steal your wagon. Even though, of all the times to do that, this would have been the most logical and the most human. Sorry. I watched, that was an oil wagon. I don't really need another one of those. I watched Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan recently because I was watching it with the riff tracks. So I ought to say, of all the times to steal a wagon, this would have been the most logical, but instead I said this would have been the most human. Because, you know, Wrath of Khan. Well, you've either seen it or you haven't.
Of all the souls I've met in my travels, this was the most
human. Christy Alley, whose Vulcan lack of emotion was so overwhelmed by emotion, she was forced to replace Diane on Cheers. There's no other way to deal with all the feels.
Yep.
Is that a different stranger or the same stranger? Oh, it's a different stranger. I may regret this, but I'm gonna go see what this new stranger has to talk about. Excuse me. Because I do not remember this stranger having popped up. That one stranger, like, it has a big, wide area, and it's west of the first place that we played poker. They always seem to be there, and I've kind of been ignoring them. This stranger hanging around outside of this zone, I don't know that I've come across this before. Who knows, maybe it's a poker playing stranger. Maybe we'll find ourselves in some stranger danger.
Do you smoke, sir?
I guess my character does.
Sure, but Perhaps not as much as you.
But what do you mean?
No, don't worry about these. Actually, take some. Take a couple of packs. Take a few.
Oh, thank you. What are all the cigarettes for? Are you heading on a long journey or something?
Sentimental
nothing
journey.
like that at all. I'm just interested in the cards.
Okay.
Cigarette cards. Oh, you got any?
Yeah?
Well, get them out. Let me take a look. Come on, come on.
I got like 1 or 2.
Yeah, I'll pay you a
Jeez.
good price.
Okay. Here.
Nothing I haven't got. The value is in completing the set. Sometimes I'll smoke up to 200 cigarettes in one day, just so I can keep opening the packs. I wish I could explain to you the pleasure and the pain I get out of collecting these babies.
The pain I can feel.
It sounds,
Thrilling? Yeah, it is. Not to mention the vast amounts of life-reaffirming cigarettes I get to smoke. Oh, and the amount of money? A veritable fortune, sir.
fortune.
Oh, sure. A complete set of any series is worth a fortune. Here, look at this. Gunslingers. Over here, circus freaks. Yes. Meow meows of the desert. So rare.
I never knew.
Sure.
How much?
Well, it depends on the rarity, sir.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. But, you know, if you ever get a complete set, I can take it off your hands.
And you'd pay me.
A fair price. Now, you
I'm
send it to
free,
me right
sir.
Here. Phineas T. Ramsbottom, at your service.
Put her. Oh,
I gotta
good thing I
run.
didn't
This
park
is
my
my
horse there.
Look me up, okay? Think about this deal. Only a complete set.
Hit me up on my
That's where
cell
the
phone
value
if you,
lies.
Yeah, okay, well. I guess that's a harmless one. I may not do this one, because I would imagine it's a lot of work, but, oh. Hey there, boy. Let's get you out of this smoke, because there is a whole cloud of cigarette smoke here. Weird how I don't have any red eye meter, even though I shot a bunch of guys, which is supposed to build it up, while not using red eye in that last mission. That's weird. I felt like we were sped up for a second. Alright, so we've officially been invited to our collector quest, and I, once again, failed to rob somebody with a wagon, and I failed to do it again. It's like the game is throwing wagons at me because it knows that I'm vaguely not planning to rob people. Well, the horse is getting kind of tired. Every time I hear somebody firing and there's nothing.
Morning there.
Morning. That wagon's not, that kind of wagon isn't worth that much anyway. Covered wagons were pulling in like $40 a pop. Am I riding? Oh, this is like a different Stranger thing that I. No, never mind. This is the same one. I want to enrich myself rather than the camp, which is going to be necessary if I want to go buy rifle ammo instead of stocking up on every ammo.
Look out!
I was greeting them. Why did I... never mind. But yeah, I think I got to go to the fence to sell all the stuff I'm getting off O'Driscoll corpses. Because if I want to put the money in my pockets instead of the gang's pockets, that involves... that's going to require us to actually sell stuff and not donate. And selling the stuff, getting the money in my pocket instead of the gang pockets is helpful because it means I can go into town and buy rifle ammo instead of spending money to get a little bit of everything when the only thing I've been using is rifle ammo. Meantime, ugh, I can't help myself. I've done so much of this off screen, you might as well see me doing it on screen for once. Let's steal a wagon. The main issue is generally not getting caught.
You! Stop!
What's in it for me, then?
Get off there now!
Here,
Go on and get what you came for. Shit ain't worth dying over.
Hey. Wait, no. The guy actually got off and somebody else started driving it. Uh-oh. Well, a different wagon thing showed up that I want to do.
Sons of bitches. Be quiet. You ain't going nowhere. I'll kill all of you.
Now I gotta hurry up and stop the witness. Which does not hopefully involve getting completely run over by his... Okay, now I should be able to free the prisoner. So that got interesting. What do you... Why is he calling me an ass? I don't even get to talk to him? That was strange. So I figured I would get to talk to the guy?
Come on now.
Oh, well, the wagon is... Where's the...
Hey, why aren't you showing your face?
Hey, you! Get back here now.
Was this your doing? What you saw? You forget about it, or I'll find you. How about I blow your lamp? You're as good as dead.
Alright, you know what? Fuck this. I was trying to rob a wagon. I got interrupted by a prison transfer wagon. And then the guy that I rescued from the prison transfer wagon didn't even freaking give me anything. So forget that. I am planning to call it a session here, so I do want to at least get to the fence and sell my stuff. But that's why you save, folks, because sometimes you're trying to rob one wagon, you get interrupted by another wagon, and just silly shit happens where, at one point I rode my horse into a wagon and got crushed under various horses and confused the hell out of the game. But also, once I freed that prisoner, I don't know if I had accidentally waved a gun in front of him first and created a problem, but he got out and, like, normally you're supposed to get something if you free a prisoner. He just walked off. He didn't do anything, so I feel like something got messed up. But no, we're going to, I guess I could keep playing this game. Try to get ahead a bit, but this is right after we did our, so I still got almost $400. I still got all of the well wishes and love of all the peoples, because I haven't done anything nasty or illegal this time. And I'm going to ride to the fence. And if I get to the fence without encountering any wagons, we're just going to go to the fence and sell all these belt buckles and gold watches and shit we've been getting from O'Driscoll's. And if I do come across a wagon, we'll try to rob it or steal it. What was particularly strange there is a wagon with two people on it, so I point a gun at one of them and say, hey, there's probably stuff in this wagon, but I believe I've already cleared it out. But, you know, I point the gun and was like, hey, get out of that wagon. And he's like, okay, it's not worth dying over. And then the other guy just starts driving the wagon instead. So we can take some bourbon. I believe I've already cleared this chest out, but the last time I cleared it out, I didn't have room for any more of that stuff, and now I do. Okay, that is actually the opposite of how I was expecting the horse to turn. So I kind of got confused about the horse controls a little bit.
Easy, easy.
Is this a prison wagon? I don't believe it is.
shoot you down. I will.
I need to get out of here.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay, that would be, not even going to bother to loot them. I'm just going to hurry up. But that would be, I'm going to have to say hello to a lot of people to make up for murdering all those women. But, boy, and I just giggle like a sociopath. But no, I was trying to rob the wagon. I was like, oh, this wagon is, got a guy in it. Or got passengers. Like how I lost honor for killing those guys, but I lost even more honor for stealing the wagon. Like, it would have been more honorable to just steal the wagon. I guess he's investigating now. It would have been more honorable to steal, to kill people and just kill them for no reason and not rob their corpses or steal the wagon they were in. Just flat out kill them and move on without any reason at all. So hopefully we get something for this wagon, because it costs the life of 3 NPCs.
Please.
Well, maybe we can make it up.
My leg, it hurts so bad.
Oh, that's no problem at all. I got a wagon I can take you on as a passenger.
Come on. Please help me up. Hands up now.
Hey, you best damn well listen.
Fine.
Hold it.
Guess you got me. Wrong
Goddamn
mark.
bad.
Can I please go into... Oh, I guess I didn't do any of the, Oh, you know what? Fine. Screw it. I guess I went into that mode, and I thought everybody that did a little tracer on I would shoot when I was done, but nope, apparently not. So, you know what? That seems fair. I killed a bunch of innocent people and then got robbed by somebody who was pretending to be an innocent person. What I'm going to do, just for my own benefit here, is I'm going to load... oh, you know what? It looks like I didn't... It looks like I'm stuck with that. I'm just going to lose that money. Doesn't seem to be any... It doesn't seem like... Yeah, it seems like that's a new save slot, and I don't get to... I guess I screwed up. I didn't save after dealing with the cigarette guy. So if I really wanted that $20 back, I would need to load, like, before I even dealt with cigarette guy. Yeah. All right, fine. We lost $20. At least we're a little closer to the. Well, there you go. Sometimes a woman is asking for help, and it's a damn setup, King. One last chance to just.
That's asking for trouble. Put the gun down.
Get down from there now. Make me eat.
All right. I didn't mean to fire again. Stop, you damn horses. Stop. At this point, I'm stealing a wagon just to try to make up for what I lost. And I'm hoping that... Vaguely hoping that I don't get in trouble again, but I'll probably end up getting in trouble again. I just need to get out of here before That guy reports the crime. And if I end up with a bounty, because I messed this up sufficiently to have a bounty, then I'm probably just going to like freaking load and off screen do the cigarette thing again, because this has just turned into a big freaking mess. Yep. Fuck it. Alright. So off screen I'm going to do the cigarette thing again, and because now it's just getting ridiculous how off a cliff things have fallen. But hey, you know, we did a mission for Micah, so that's something. I'm the Serious JG. Thanks for watching. When we come back, folks, I will have off-screened my way to the point where we were right before stuff started going really bad. Maybe possibly including riding up to the fence so that I can sell stuff on screen. See you guys next time. Bye-bye. Alright, guys, because it might be a little while before I actually record this game again. I wanted to kind of wrap things up a bit. I did finally, off-screen, successfully reach, the fence. I did it. I loaded from right before we talked to the cigarette guy, in case that was a problem. Talked to the cigarette guy. Didn't get to pat the dog as many times, which is a big change from what you saw on screen. But then I actually followed the train tracks as far as I could before cutting up to get to the wagon fence to minimize distractions. I did fall off of the rail bridge once. I fed my horse hay to make it up to the horse. Right around here, I actually found a wagon, and I tried to... I don't know why, I should have let it go, but I tried to rob the wagon. I tried to steal it. The guy ignored me, so I shot him. Somehow, in the scuffle, his horse got killed. I got 5 shotgun shells from him, so I feel like it was an okay deal. But then the crime was reported. By that point, I was in town, mask off. I was literally petting a dog as 5 men on horseback rode out to investigate the crime. I wanted to confirm that I didn't end up with a bounty on my head. I did not. So I was literally in town petting a dog as the law enforcement officers rode by to investigate my murder. And now I'm going to sell some stuff to Seamus and actually call it a session for reals.
I don't cater to second thoughts. Oh, you got something for me?
So hopefully he will actually buy valuables. Yes. So these can be used in crafting. I'll hold on to them. Still don't know about this one. I'm holding on to it for now. This can be sold.
Now where did you get
This can be sold. Oh, it's got a bunch of O'Driscoll blood on it.
A stack of those, huh?
Pretty much. These are low value treasures, so that can be used in crafting or sold. This can be sold for cash.
Oh yes. People lose these all the time.
This can be sold for cash.
Pick this up off the street, no doubt.
No doubt. And this can be sold for cash. So most of the cash that's in my pocket now is from that last mission, probably. But I'm holding on to the jewelry bag just in case there's some plot reason for it later. As a matter of fact, I really want to just look that up off screen to know if there's a point in saving it.
Stay safe and quiet.
But if there was a gun shop here, I would go to it immediately to buy ammo. There is not. So I'm just... Oh, wait, there's Domino's up there. I'd never noticed that before. This would be a place... Once Domino's pops up as a thing in my gambling quests, which I think it actually is now. You're not going to explain what Domino's draw is? Fine, don't explain it. I don't care. But yeah, I'm going to save it and call it a video and call it a session and be done. But really, I had so much, like... It had all gone to hell. I had what I thought was a pretty successful video. Killed a whole bunch of O'Driscolls at range. Was actually allowed to loot their bodies for once, even if Micah complained about it. He didn't actually prevent it from happening. Thought things were going well, and suddenly it all just went to shit. So I wanted to actually tack this on at the end of the video so that when I start up next time, A, I don't have to remember that I was on my way to do that if I go a week or two. And B, it'll just be a fresh start. So when we come back next time, we're actually fairly close to the John Marston train robbery mission, which means probably next time. I can't really promise because it's going to be at least a week, maybe a little less than a week. But yeah, it's Sunday early evening. I'm not going to be playing this game again for a while. I'm out of town next week on business. But yeah, when we come back, we'll probably pick up the John Marston stuff, unless I decide I want to ride into Valentine to buy rifle ammo. Either way, I'm Serious JG. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time. Sorry for all the screw-ups on the way to the wagon fence, and sorry about my face.